Hey, this is Matt Blackburn with Divine Superconductor TV. Just wanted to do a quick video on sodium bicarbonate. I've been really into this stuff. It's known as baking soda, and it has a crazy number of uses, in the hundreds. You could use it externally on the body. It's really good mixing with vodka on the skin, and you could also use it internally. And then you could use it around the house. If you mix it with vinegar, it's a drain cleaner, especially if you heat the water up, then add the baking soda. Soaking your feet in baking soda and magnesium flakes or magnesium chloride, just on and on and on. Baking soda is a miraculous substance. So I've been ingesting baking soda for pretty much the last month. And how I do it is make a little elixir here. So I picked up 5 pounds of baking soda online. I've heard that the Arm & Hammer baking soda is okay to use. It's all pure. The whole aluminum-free thing is Bob's Red Mill, kind of a marketing thing. Doesn't really matter. They use aluminum with baking powder, but not with baking soda. So it's kind of a myth that's perpetuated in the natural health world. But even still, when I can, I stay away from those mainstream brands. So personally, I'm going to use Arm & Hammer baking soda for externally because it's cheaper. And then I'm going to source food grade baking soda. I mean, it's all food grade. It's all 99.99% pure or whatever. But I'm very discerning with who I spend my money on, and Arm & Hammer is one of those big brands, so that's a big red flag for me. With this recipe, you drink this first thing in the morning. So you first of all, get these mason jars. They're amazing to drink from. And you can get these BPA-free plastic lids. If you have an Ace Hardware, that's the best place I've found to buy this stuff. It's really cheap. You can get 12 mason jars and lids for like under 20 bucks. Fill it with clean water. I would highly recommend spring or well water. Get it tested. Test the total dissolved solids, the parts per million. How hard is the water? The water I'm drinking here is about 63 parts per million. Generally, anything over 80 parts per million is considered hard water. The tap water here in San Diego is about 480 to 500. So that's a lot of stuff you're drinking. And to let you know about 8 acids: hypochlorous acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrofluorosilicic acid, bromidic acid. All these acids, it goes on, and the acids react to make new acids. So there's acids upon acids, and we're breathing acids, especially if you're living in the city. Car exhaust, smog, all this stuff. So we're breathing acids, we're showering in acids most likely because we probably don't have a 8-stage filter. So I recommend getting a whole house filter. I have a 2-stage, so I don't need a shower filter. They're like huge cartridges. Lessen the assault, but there's only so much we can lessen unless we move to Hawaii like a lot of people are doing. So until that time, we need strategies. And one strategy to deal with this acid overload is to ingest bicarbonates, bicarbonate ions. There's sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium electrolyte salts. And these are hydrated salts only found in liquid form that we used to get in our water, and we don't anymore. And to make matters worse, we're ingesting acids, which puts stress on our body's ability to make bicarbonates. So just so you know, our body makes hydrogen peroxide, our body makes baking soda, our body makes a lot of stuff. Our pancreas has lost its ability to buffer our pH, our acidity. 0 to 14, 0 is acid, up to 7. 7 is neutral, 7 to 14 is alkaline or base. Our blood should be between 7.3 and 7.4. potential of hydrogen, pH. And the magic of pH is that it allows electricity to flow correctly throughout our body. So that's the magic of alkalinity. Our body's like a battery, trillions of mitochondria in our cells. Those are little electromagnetic batteries. And for those guys to function right, for those to generate current, the pH around the cell, but more importantly, in the cell, needs to be correct. So how do we correct that the fastest and the cheapest way? You get baking soda and you drink it once or twice a day. And you're going to get bicarbonate ions, and you're going to get a little bit of sodium. If you are sensitive to sodium, all you do is you squeeze a lemon in there. Lemons have potassium, sodium-potassium pump. It's how our cells get hydrated. That will solve that problem. Just to kind of back up too, calcium contracts the muscles, magnesium relaxes, sodium and potassium allow water and nutrients and waste in and out of the cells. So these 4 electrolyte salts are how our body runs. And the problem is this system has been compromised in many ways, intentionally. So what I do is I use, very important, get a bamboo spoon, about a half teaspoon, and add it to the water. If you want to go to the next level, that alone will change your health for pennies a day. If you want to go to the next level, you get activated charcoal, about a teaspoon. And I add this in there. See, it's fizzing. And there we go. And that's pretty much it. And the last thing I like to add is stevia. There's mixed results on this. Some people say it destroys your whatever, testosterone, destroys your gut, blah, 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 blah. Source it right. Everything's about sourcing. Everything is about the quality, the integrity of what you're using. So Omic Organics is an incredible brand. This stevia is incredible. They have 4 different flavors. Here I usually use the plain for most of my recipes, not reconstituted from powder, so that's important. And this is only like $2 or $3 more than all the major brands of stevia, and way better quality. It's all biodynamically farmed, etc. So just add about 2 drops, 2 or 3, up to 5 depending on what you feel. And that's it. And you drink this first thing in the morning and it will clean you. You will feel incredible, because most people are overly acidic. And it's not the blood, because if the blood changes, you die. It's in the cells are acidic. The intracellular pH is what we're affecting here. Bicarbonates are an excellent way to do that, because the bicarbonate carries these electrolyte salts into the cell. One last thing on baking soda, why it's so good for you, besides what I just mentioned, is that it increases carbon dioxide. It actually turns to CO2 in your body, in your stomach, goes to the lungs. Most people are deficient in carbon dioxide. That sounds reverse, but that's actually the truth. Oxygen in the absence of CO2 or carbon dioxide is dangerous. So we know that we are waste. We breathe out carbon dioxide. The plants take that into the leaves, use photosynthesis, turn frequency from the sun, turn colors into electrical energy, and they release oxygen, and we breathe in that oxygen. We think all we need is oxygen. It's actually not true. We need carbon dioxide, and every time carbon dioxide increases in the body, so does oxygen. So they're intimately connected. So it's not like we want to breathe pure oxygen all the time. If we breathed 100% pure oxygen, we would die. So we need the balance. And heavy, like short breathing, like it's not that you're not getting enough oxygen, you're breathing, you're off-gassing, you're letting go of too much CO2. So baking soda, excellent way to increase CO2. Deep breathing, Diaphragmatic breathing, 3-stage breathing. Start in the stomach, move up here, then move up here. Excellent. Working out, excellent. Getting a device like this called the Breath Slim, excellent. $30, 5 seconds in. So this thing essentially has a chamber in the middle that captures my CO2, and I breathe that in. So I'm getting more carbon dioxide with each breath, which most people think, oh, that's crazy. It's counterproductive. It doesn't make sense. But it does once you understand that carbon dioxide is a magical healing substance in the body that actually balances us and helps all of our systems work better. Thanks for watching. Carbon dioxide is your friend, baking soda is your friend, and stay superconducting.